Good day, everybody. My name is Craig, and this is my lovely doggy, Ziggy. And welcome to Craig's yoga and meditation class on YouTube. I'll be doing regular classes with my students online, so please join our online classes and like and subscribe. Thank you and namaste. Right. So very good morning, everyone, and welcome to your 75 minutes yoga practice this morning. So today our focus is going to be on our third chakra. We've been going through our chakras in our energetic body, and today the focus will be on our sixth chakra, So it's going to be our third eye. So the chakras are energetic points in our nerve spine, which we build from the base all the way up to our crown. So you have the root chakra, you have the solar plexus, you have the manipura, the heart chakra, the throat, and today our focus is going to be on the third eye. The third eye is situated between your brows. It's in the center of your brain. It sits right behind your pituitary gland. That's behind the hypothalamus and the pineal gland. The anterior part of the gland releases growth hormones, and the posterior part of the gland releases oxytocin, which is our love hormone. So these are the glands that bring in light into our body, also are responsible for our sleep and wake cycles. So let's focus on our sixth chakra. The Sanskrit word is ajna, which is command, perspective, intuitiveness, perception of our future. So as we begin to take a comfortable seat, maybe draw your knees down to the earth, pelvis slightly tilted if you're sitting on a block or a bolster. Bring your hands into a lock, so maybe interlace all your fingers together, just point your index finger, and then bring your thumbs to meet one another, like forming a heart. And from here, we bring our thumbs right to our third chakra and place it on your forehead. And feel how that energy starts to open in the body. How that energy is drawn through our central channel, opening up our vision, our thoughts, our perspective, our intuition of our future. As you take a deep breath in all the way down to the base of the spine, and drawing that breath all the way up to the crown of the head. We visualize a bright white light on the top of our head as we draw that light down to the base of the spine, and finding a rhythm with that light as it travels in and out of the body. Find that light now turning into a liquid white light, bright as it flows down. Then comes to your sixth eye chakra, the Ajna chakra, the sixth eye. And you feel the color indigo, purple or a deep blue. You start drawing that color purple up to the crown of the head, exhaling that white light. And then bringing our hands together now into a prayer, and bringing your hands down to your heart center. Maybe your thumbs touching your heart center, bowing to your folded prayer. Maybe a slight gap in your palms. As you place an intention or a prayer of your own, and trusting that it will manifest when it needs to, and trusting that it will. So we now take a deep breath in as we open the practice with the sound of Sham. That's the sound of the third eye chakra. So taking a deep breath in, exhaling fully and completely. Inhaling for Sham. And rubbing our palms together, generating some heat. And placing one palm followed by the second over one eye, followed by the other. And breathing into that dark space, that Chit Akash, that dark sky of consciousness behind those closed eyes. We have two eyes, but we see through one. Prospective third eye. The eye of Lord Shiva. And then we open our eyes 1/4, half, and then bringing your hands to your heart center, blinking your eyes open. Namaste.
Namaste.
So from here, let's come into an extended child's pose, bringing ourselves down onto the mat. You may want to maybe bring your blanket, maybe open your blanket up a bit. As you bring your hands under your shoulders, knees hip distance apart, drop your pelvis down. Extend your hands in front of you. Drop your head down to the mat. As if the third eye is kissing on the mat. Move your head from side to side, as if massaging your third eye. And then from here, lifting your right hand up as you keep your head down on the mat. Lifting your right hand up. And then maybe roll your head from right to left. Like massaging your forehead. Massaging the third eye. Bringing that light and wisdom. And then bring that hand like you thread the needle. Bring that hand under your left hand. Keep your head back on the mat. Look under your left arm. And then roll your head back. Massaging your third eye to the mat. Extend that left hand to the front. And then twist all the way up once again. Bring your hand back up to the ceiling. And then draw the hand back down to the mat. And let's do this on the other side. So drawing your left hand up this time. And then bringing it down, thread the needle. And then look under your right armpit. And then massage the top of your head. Like rolling it from side to side. And with the next exhale, releasing that left hand, bringing it back up to the ceiling. And then back to an extended child's pose. Inhale, exhale as you walk your hands back towards your knees. Bring your hands towards your heart center and your thumbs towards your third eye. As you drop your head backwards towards the sunlight. It's opening up into that third eye perspective. That intuition, that light that flows through our body. Inhale, exhale as you come back to center. Coming onto your fours this time again. Then tucking your toes and coming into a garland pose malasana. So as you bring your feet down to the mat. Squatting. As you bring your elbows into the sides of your knees. Hands towards your heart center. If that's available. If it's too tight, maybe bring a block or a bolster under your seat. So that'll hold your seat. maybe bring your feet slightly wide apart. So you can bring your elbows towards your knees. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale as you bring your hands or your thumbs back again to your third eye. And then drop your head backwards. Inhale. Exhale as you float back and front. So the third eye is the spiritual guide, where it is the softer of the energy compared to the lower chakras of the root and the sacral. So it connects you from your mind to the soul. It's a connection towards your higher self. As you inhale, exhale, come onto your fours once again. Drop your knees down. This time, tucking your toes under and pushing yourself up into a downward facing dog. Walk your feet out here. Lifting one foot followed by the other. Drop your head between your elbows. Lift your pelvis as high as you can. Hasta Bandha, Pada Bandha, hand lock, foot lock being activated. Drop your chin between your chest in Jalandhara Bandha, throat lock. Bring in that Ujjayi breath, the constricting of the glottis as you create that oceanic sound with your throat. Inhale. Exhale as you drop your knees, untuck your toes, you scoop in through a vinyasa, so shift your pelvis behind, drop your chin between your thumbs, scoop up through a low cobra, bring your elbows into the side body, chin lifted, come up to your last rib, toes touch one another, inhale, exhale, head to mat, kiss the third eye to the mat, inhale, lifting on up, pelvis to heel. And then tuck your toes under, come back into a downward facing dog. Now inhale as you lift your right leg up to the ceiling. So keeping it up at the ceiling, you drop it down 3 times. It's like you bounce it. Like 1, 2, and 3. And then you bring your knee to kiss your third eye. So dome your back. Inhale, elongate that foot once again. And do the 3 bounces again. 1, 2, 3. And then bring your knee once again to kiss your third eye. And one more time. 1, 2, 3. Bring that knee in. And then gently step that foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, nice long spine. Lift your chin up here. Inhale, exhale, drop your left knee. Untuck your toes. Bring your hands to your heart center. Eyebrow center, high prayer. So bring those hands. Shine that third eye to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale as you bring your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. Palms away from your back. Stretch the shoulders. Open up your heart to the front. Your third eye pointing to the sky. Inhale. Exhale as you elongate that front foot, keeping your feet on the mat. And then we drop our chin down to the chest, to the knee. Lifting your hands up in Dakasana. Inhale as you look back up, releasing your hands, extending it back onto the ceiling, dropping your pelvis down. And let's do Dakasana again. Inhale. Exhale, float those hands behind you. Drop your chin to your knee. Inhale as you drop your foot down, bend your knee, drop your pelvis. Exhale, Dakasana again. And inhale, drop your foot again, bend your knee, drop your pelvis. Inhale. Exhale, bringing your hands back to your heart center. Frame that front foot. And then draw that foot to the back of the mat. Come into a extended child's pose here. So drop your knees, untuck your toes, and come into an extended child's pose. Drop your forehead down to the mat. and then take or flow. So coming back up, drop your chin, chest, and down. Scoop up through a low cobra. Inhale, exhale, head to mat. Inhale, pelvis to heel. And then coming into a downward facing dog. Now let's do the whole sequence on the other side. So lifting your left leg up this time, high up to the ceiling. Come onto your toes of your right. And then drop your right foot down and come into those 3 bounces. So bounce your left leg. 1, 2, 3. Bend that knee and bring it to the third eye. Inhale, extend your foot out again and bounce it. 1, 2, 3. Bring that knee to the third eye. And then one more time, extend your foot out and bounce it. 2, 3, knee to third eye. And then step that left foot to the front of the mat. Drop your right knee, untuck the toes. Bring in your hands to your heart center, eyebrow center. As you drop our head down, looking towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, extend your hands up to the sky, bringing your fingers behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Open up your chest, open up your heart, open up your third eye. Exhale as you stretch that left foot out. Keep your foot on the mat. More like a snake pose, Sapasana. And then you drop your chin down towards your knee. Lift up your hands, interlace your fingers. Inhale. Exhale as you release those hands. Bend your knee, drop your pelvis, looking up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, coming into the Dakasana, where you drop your hands alongside your foot. Extend them behind. Stretch your front foot out. Keep your feet on the mat. Drop your chin down to your knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lifting back on up. Exhale. Float those hands in front of your foot. Inhale once again, looking back up. Exhale, float those hands. Inhale, looking back up. Exhale, bringing your thumbs to your third eye. Exhale towards the heart center. And then frame that front foot. As you draw that left foot to the back. And then drop your pelvis down, coming into an extended child's pose. Inhale as you raise on up. Untuck your toes, coming into a downward facing dog. Coming onto your toes, bending your knees, looking up front. Step, float, walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold again. If you have any low back pain or injury, you may want to stay in this pose. If not, drop your head down to the mat once again. Inhale, hands coming to the heart center. Eyebrow center. Drop your head behind. Inhale. Exhale, hands up to the ceiling. And then bringing your hands to your heart center and to the side of the body. And taking a couple of breaths here. Closing down your eyes and connecting into your mountain pose. So Padabandha, your footlock being activated, where your feet are firmly onto the mat. Lifting up your knees, pelvis towards the front. Chest opened, heart opened, shoulders away from the ears, hands, fingers pointing down into the floor. Chin slightly tucked in towards the chest. Eyes gently closing, or a soft gaze at the tip of the nose and the crown of the head to the ceiling. that energy, feeling into that light that is being transformed into the body, flowing where it's needed. Letting go of everything that has happened during the week before you arrived here on this mat. And just focusing on the present moment, focusing on yourself, this delicious 75 minutes just for yourself. Spend time with your breath as you inhale and exhale. Longer inhalations, longer exhalations. Focusing on our third eye chakra. Focusing on the color purple, indigo, or dark blue. Focusing on that perspective, that future, that intuitive mind. And letting go of anything that does not serve you. Are you holding on to any tension in the body? Any stress? Any pain? You need to release that before you venture out into the future. Just letting go of anything that's holding you back. It's like it's just holding space in your cupboard. So just clearing up your home, clearing up your body of those emotions. And then bringing your hands once again to your heart center, eyebrow center, as we come to 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar, sun salutation. So lifting up, bend back. Exhale, bringing your hands down towards the floor. Drop your head down to the mat. Inhale, half forward fold. Hands to the shins, elongate that spine, chin lifted. Exhale, drop your head down to the mat. Inhale, step your right foot followed by your left to the back. Come into a high plank here, shoulders above your hands. Inhale, gentle variation, drop your knees, untuck your toes, and scoop through a vinyasa, chin, chest, abdomen. Keep your head down in line with your shoulders. Just gaze down to your mat. It's like your third eye is staring at your mat this time. Look towards your right, and then look towards your left. And then come back to center. Coming on to your last rib here. Inhale, exhale, head to mat. Pelvis to heel. And then coming up into a downward facing dog. A couple of breaths here, maybe walk your feet out. And then coming onto your toes, bend your knees, look up front, step float, walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands to the heart center, eyebrow center. Drop your head behind, gaze to the sky, or close your eyes down. Inhale, lift your hands up to the ceiling. Exhale, float for round 2. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, send your left leg behind, followed by your right. Come up into a plank. Option to chaturanga from here or gentle variation, so whatever you like to do. You may want to drop your knees and go to a flow, or you can lift your knees up and flow with bending your elbows. Drop your head down to the mat. Scoop up. If you are into a gentle variation, come up to your last rib. If you're into chaturanga, you lift up, hover your knees off the mat, and bend your back, coming into a high cobra. Inhale. Exhale. If you're in gentle variation, go to child's pose. If you're in power flow, just come up to a downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Drop your knees, untuck your toes, and then scoop through a vinyasa. Chin, chest, abdomen. Once once again, come up into a low cobra. This time lift the palms off the mat. Squeeze through your shoulder blades. Inhale, exhale, head to mat. Inhale, pelvis to heel. And then coming back up into a downward facing dog. When you have bent your knees, look up front, step forward, walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to the heart center, eyebrow center. Drop your head behind. Inhale, exhale, hands towards the sky. And then round 3. As you float forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Drop your head to the mat. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, send your right leg at the back, followed by the left. And then take a flow, whatever you choose to do, chaturanga or gentle. Scoop up to a cobra. Inhale, exhale, head to mat. Inhale, pelvis to heel. And then come up into a downward facing dog. And take a couple of breaths here. Drop your head between your elbows. And then come onto your toes, look up front, bend your knees, and step forward, walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to the heart center, eyebrow center, high prayer. And then bringing your hands to the heart center and to the side of the body. Once again, connecting with your breath. Connecting with your heart space. Connecting with your mind. You want to bring your right hand to your heart space and your left hand over, as if your thumbs are touching one another. And feel the heartbeat. Feel that fresh oxygenated blood travel through the body as you build heat through your Surya Namaskaras. Maybe seeking permission here. What are you going to release from your body today? What tension, what stress are you holding? Just breathing into that spaces and asking for permission to be released. Bringing that light into those areas of the body that needs attention. And then bringing your hands once again to the heart center. As you come into your Surya Namaskar B variation, you come into our favorite invisible chair. So inhale as you bring your hands, your thumbs back to your third chakra, dropping your head behind. And inhale, extend those hands back up to the ceiling as you drop your pelvis down. Bend your knee, maybe your feet hip distance apart. Drop your pelvis down. Keep your back flat. And then maybe your hands just floating in front alongside your ears, or bringing your hands towards your heart space, whatever you like. So just checking your knees that they're not over your toes. Extending your hands out, or maybe bringing your thumbs to your third chakra and then dropping your head behind. Exhale, extend your hands back up to the ceiling. And then drop your head down to the mat. Uttanasana. Inhale, half forward fold. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, drop your head. Uttanasana. Then walk your right foot to the back of the mat, followed by your left. option to chaturanga or gentle variation. Drop your knees, untuck your toes, and scoop through a vinyasa. Inhale. Come up to your last rib. Exhale, head to mat. Inhale, pelvis to heel. And then coming up into a downward facing dog. And you're extending your right leg up to the ceiling. And then bringing that knee towards your third eye. Inhale, extend that right leg up to the ceiling again. And bring that knee again towards your third eye. In a tiger curl, and extend the feet once again up to the ceiling. Bring that knee to your third eye again. And then bring that foot to the top of the mat. Extend your spine, lift up your chin. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to your heart center, float your torso up. Inhaling, bringing the thumbs to your third eye, drop your head back. Exhale, extend those hands up to the ceiling. Bringing your hands interlaced behind your back. As we open our chest, open our heart, open the third eye to the sky. Inhale. Exhale as you stretch that right foot in front of you. And then we drop our chin down towards the knee. Extend those hands interlaced. Bow your head if that's okay. Inhale as you bring your hands back down. Bend that knee and bring your hands up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Let's come into that Tadasana again. So dropping the hands behind. Float your chin down to the knee. Inhale once again. Bend your knee. Bring your hands up to the ceiling. Exhale. Float those hands down to the knee. Bringing your hands back up to the ceiling. Exhale as we come into Gomukhasana here. So come into a warrior two first. Bring your right hand to the front, left hand to the back. And then reaching with your right hand behind your back. Take your left hand to meet the fingers, if that's available. Or you could use a strap, so you have a strap next to you as well. Or you could use your t-shirt, whatever you like, or your hair. So inhale as you extend your head up, maybe that elbow up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring that elbow down to the knee. So bend your knee. Inhale, extend your elbow back up, straightening that front foot. Exhale, bend the knee, bring the elbow to the knee. Inhale, extending back up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring that elbow to the knee. And then up, elbow to the ceiling, and then back up into your warrior two. So check the back of your hand, make sure they're in one straight line. Pelvis looking towards the long side of the mat. Drop your knee, bend your knee, knee in line with ankle. Knee in line with pelvis if that's available. Inhale. Exhale as you frame that front foot. Come up high up on your toes of the left. Nice long spine. Inhale. Exhale. Draw that right foot to the back. Drop the knees, untuck the toes, and scoop through a vinyasa. Chin, chest, abdomen. Come up into a cobra. Inhale. Exhale. Head to mat. Inhale. Pelvis to heel. And then come back up into a downward facing dog. Inhale as you lift your left leg up to the ceiling, onto the toes of your right. And then bend the left leg, bring the knee to your third eye. Inhale as extend the left leg back up to the ceiling. Bend the knee and bring it back to your nose. Inhale, extend that leg back up to the ceiling. Bend the knee back again to your third eye. then step your left foot to the front of the mat. Inhale, nice long spine here. Exhale as you bring your hands to the heart center. Eyebrow center. Drop your head behind. Open up that third eye to the sky. Find that connection with nature. Extend the hands back up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Bring those hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Open up the heart, third eye to the sky. And then stretching that right foot, bring your chin down towards your knee. Squeezing your shoulder blades, dropping your head down to the mat. Inhale as you lift on up, release the hands, and bring the hands back up to the ceiling. Inhale as you come into the Dakasana, so straightening your front foot and drawing your hands behind. Inhale once again, bend your knee, drop your pelvis, lift your hands up to the ceiling. Exhale, float those hands behind. And one more time, bend the knee, drop your pelvis. Exhale, float those hands behind. Inhale as you come back up. Coming into your warrior two, so you open up to your left side this time. Left hand to the front, right hand to the back. Bend your left knee in line with your ankle. Right foot, 45-degree angle. Maybe your toes pointing to the front of the mat. Inhale. Exhale as you come into your Gomukhasana. So bring in your left hand to the back. Right hand to reach to your fingers. Lift your elbow up and smile. Inhale as you look up, elbow to the sky. Inhale, exhale, bending your knee and bringing your elbow to the knee. The other side, yeah. Inhale as you look up, elbow to the sky, lengthening your front foot. Exhale, elbow to knee. And one more time. Inhale, elbow to the sky. Exhale, bend your knee, drop your elbow to the knee. Inhale as you look up, lengthen your front foot. Exhale, releasing, coming into that warrior two. So dropping your pelvis if you can. Inhale, exhale, frame that front foot. Come up on your toes of your right, lengthening your spine, lifting your chin. Exhale, draw that left foot to the back. And then take a flow, gentle variation. Drop your knees, untuck your toes. Scoop through a vinyasa. Come up into a cobra. Inhale. Exhale, head to mat. Inhale, pelvis to heel. And then coming back up into a downward facing dog. From here, coming onto your toes, bend your knees, look up front. Step float walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bringing your hands to the heart center, but this time floating into your chair. So keeping your pelvis down, lifting your hands up alongside your ears, or bringing your hands to the heart space. Keep your knees above your toes. Tuck in your pelvis, your lower spine. Inhale. Exhale as you bring your thumbs towards your heart, your third eye, and then drop your head behind. Inhale. Exhale, extending your legs, extending your hands up to the ceiling. Slight bend back. And then bringing your hands to your heart center and to the side of the body. Taking a couple of breaths here. Ujjayi breath. A sound that's audible to yourself or to someone that's next to you. Breathing in and breathing out. Connecting with our breath. Connecting with the nature around us. Hearing the sounds of the birds, and the sight of the green grass and the trees. The elements of oxygen that comes through the trees that gives Earth life. And we receive that. And we return that to the plants with our carbon dioxide that we give out. So there's an endless flow of receiving and giving. And that's the true part of nature. And then bringing our hands back to our heart space. The eyebrow center, drop your head back. Inhale, extending your hands back up to the ceiling. Exhaling, bringing your hands back down. Forward fold, exhale, half forward fold. Inhale, bringing your hands down to the mat, stepping your right foot, followed by your left. Drop your knees, untuck your toes, and take another flow. Chin, chest, abdomen. This time scooping to a high cobra. Inhale. Exhale, tuck your toes, and come up into a downward facing dog. Inhale, come onto your toes, bend your knees, step float, walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to the heart center, eyebrow center, high breath. And then flowing back to your heart center, hands to the side of the body. And we come into a standing variation here. So as you find Padabandha, which is your footlock. Beautiful job, everybody. So finding Padabandha by lifting your toes and floating your heels back on the mat. Fingers pointing down to the floor. We come into a figure 4 here. So let's start with bending our left foot, bringing the ankle over your knee. Bringing your hands to your heart space. And then we'll go back into our chair pose where we start bending from our pelvis. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe focusing on a point in front of us. It's okay to fall, but as long as you come back. Inhale. Exhale as you bring yourself back on up. This time bringing that left foot to wrap around your right. It's available, or maybe just placing your toes down just to hold that balance. And then taking your right arm under your left and coming into a variation of Garudasana, which is an eagle pose, interlacing your hands or your fingers or just holding onto your palm, and then lifting your elbows up towards your face and hands away from your face. Start bending your pelvis and coming into the chair pose again. Finding that twist in your shoulder blades, squeezing through your arms, your hands, as well as your feet. Inhale. Exhale as you release the hands, coming into a half cactus and then coming up to a standing posture, releasing your feet and then your hands, and then walking your feet out. Let's do this on the other side. So taking your right ankle over your left, bring your hands to your heart space, and then drop your pelvis down into a chair pose. So feeling that nice juicy massage on your hips. So releasing all that stress and tension that we hold in our hip area. This is the best way to release that tension. Inhale as you bring your body back up to a standing posture. Wrap your right foot around your left. Or maybe your toes touching the floor. Just focus on a point in front of you. And then bringing your left hand under your right. Coming into your eagle pose, Garudasana. Bringing your elbows up towards your shoulder, hands away from your face. Then dropping down into your seat. Let's focus on a point in front of you. You might find one side of the pose you are more stable. On the other side you are not. And that's okay. As you bring your body back up, extend your hands into a cactus. And drop your right foot down, hands to the side, maybe walk your feet out. Maybe this time circle your knees over your toes, one side, and then the other. And then finding yourself in Tadasana. As you bring your hands back up to your heart space, eyebrow center, drop your head behind, extend your hands to the ceiling, and then float your hands to the side of the body as we drop down, head down towards the mat, hands towards the mat, maybe feet hip distance apart, crown of the head to the mat. Maybe a slight bend in your knee. Now leaving your right hand off the mat, extend your left hand up to the ceiling, finding a twist in your abdomen. Maybe bend your right knee. Extend your side. You're opening up your chest to the side. As you bring the hand back down to the mat. Then taking your right hand up, bend your left knee. Gaze can be up to the ceiling or towards the floor, whatever feels right for you. Bringing the hand back down to the mat. Lengthen your knees. Drop your head down. Inhale. Exhale as you walk your hands up towards your knee, bringing your head just in line with your heart. Just to recalibrate your blood volume here. Lifting your chin up, slightly higher than your heart. Exhale, then walking your hands up towards your hips. And then walking your feet. Now, gently walking to the top of the mat for our last vinyasa flow here. As you bring your hands to the heart center, eyebrow center. Slight tilt in your head. Inhale, extend the hands up to the ceiling. Exhale, float the hands down in Uttanasana. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Step your right foot forward by the left. Drop your knees, untuck your toes, and take a flow. Come up into a low cobra, last rib on the mat. Inhale. Exhale, head to mat. Inhale, pelvis to heel. And then walking your hands towards your knee. And then taking a seat on your mat. Maybe bringing yourself to the center of your mat. You can use your blanket. You can put on something warm if you like, as your body starts to cool down. Extending your feet out long. And then bending into your right leg for sun mirror image here. So bringing the feet towards your thighs. Inhale, extend your hands up to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold towards your feet. So folding from your pelvis. Exhale as you release, extending the hands up to the ceiling. Bring your your left, you're doing the right left, okay. Right hand towards your left knee, left hand behind your spine. It's the other way around. Yeah. Always get mixed up with my lefts and rights. Inhale as you look up, and then draw your chin over your shoulder. So feeling that twist in your abdomen. Inhale as you release the head back onto the center. And then releasing your hands to the side of the body. And releasing your foot as well. Just walk your knees, or just walk your feet out. And then bend through your left knee this time, bringing your left leg towards your right. And then extending your hands back up to the ceiling. Inhale as you bring your left hand behind your back. And right hand over your knee. So inhale, nice long spine. Exhale, draw that chin over your shoulder, twisting from your abdomen. So feel that twist in the abdomen as it massages your kidneys, your adrenal glands, your small and large intestines. Supporting all the cells, neurons, neutrons in your body. Inhale as you bring your chin up forward. Exhale, releasing the hands, releasing the feet, and then walking your feet out. Now from here, coming into the center of the mat. We come into a little back bend here. So our back bend for today is the bridge pose, Setu Bandha Shavangasana. As we extend our hands out to the front. If you have any lower back injury or pain, you may want to support your back with your hands behind as you drop down to the mat. Or you could extend your hands out to the front, pinkies pointing towards one another. As we fall down to the mat at a count of 10, 9, 8, hold through your root lock, abdomen lock, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And all the way. Bending into your knees. Bringing your heels of the feet towards your fingers. Just brushing your fingers towards the heels of your feet. Keeping your head where it is, maybe bringing your chin to the chest. Do not move your head from here. And then lifting your pelvis up towards the ceiling. So bringing your hips up. If you can see your knees, maybe you want to lift higher. Keep your head where it is, do not move your head. If you like, you can interlace your fingers, maybe the pinkies touching down onto the mat. And lift as high as you can. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. As you start lowering down your pelvis, coming down one vertebra at a time, release your interlaced fingers, bringing your back down to the mat. And then extending your feet out long. Maybe your feet coming together. And then we come into a fish pose here, Matsyasana, where you bring your hands, your elbows under, shuffle them under your shoulder, under your back. And then you point your toes to the front. And you lift your chest up, like as if you've been pulled by a rubber band. And gaze to your toes. If you like, you can drop your head down, open up your chest to the ceiling. Inhale as you bring your head back on up, gaze to your toes. Exhale, coming back down onto the mat. Resting your head on the mat, releasing your hands from under your back. So the fish pose focuses on your thyroid, parathyroid glands by the compression of the fish pose on your chest and your sternum. Taking as much space you like, coming into your Viparita Karani, which is an inverted leg. So you may want to grab your block or a bolster. And then draw it under your pelvis. Then lifting your feet up one at a time, coming into an inverted leg, Viparita Karani. Your hands to the side of the mat. Palms can be facing up or facing down. Walk your feet out here if you like. And maybe point your toes to the ceiling. Let's focus on your breath again as you breathe in and breathe out. Viparita Karani helps you to draw the deoxygenated blood from your feet all the way down to the right side of your heart, supplying you with fresh oxygenated blood throughout the body. Very relaxing pose induces sleep and rest and calm. It's good to do before bedtime. When you're ready, bending onto your knees, bringing your heels or feet down to the mat. Lifting your pelvis, drawing block or a bolster away from it. And then coming down to a resting pose, Shavasana, as you bring your feet to the sides of the mat, taking as much space you like. Letting go of all your bandhas, the locks, the ujjayi breath. And just relaxing here. Bringing your awareness back into your third eye. To the color purple, indigo, deep blue. The two-petal lotus. It sits at your third eye. Read you a short passage from Pixie Lighthorse, Prayers of Honoring Voice. Thank you for this day of submergence. Escort me willingly to my ancient inner well to retrieve the good medicine. Challenge me to share about my secret places. The regions selected few are invited into. Guide me to choose my listeners with care, keeping company today with those who have examined their undercurrents and offer themselves as safe havens. Help me gather closely those who do not fear the champs, so that I may recognize them as fellow divers who know the terrain of the holy well. Help me trust that your open floodgates will not drown me, but open me to the sacredness of life. Let my journey into what lies beneath the surface be rewarding. Help me appreciate the weight of my wild, enduring spirit, my traumas, my vulnerabilities. Engulf me in trust in my ability to hold the space inside of me, rich with memories, offerings, passions. Enable those who visit my home deep down to reflect my magic back at me. Commit me to reciprocity. Help me accept people as works in progress. Curtail my judgment when I'm invited into their watery dimensions. Teach me to see the best in them and in myself. Help me move beyond the programming which instructs me to share just what's on the surface. Grant me the concentration to stay with myself when I'm opening up, to allow myself to be heard and known. Discourage me from opening the portal and quickly slamming it shut again out of fear of pride. tolerate no stonewalling or sullenness. When I cling to the shallows, provide me with the resources and support to dive deeper. Kindle a desire to know myself thoroughly and to see kindred relationships as invitations to forego the frivolous. Protect my energy as I venture into the abscesses of others. Plunge me not into mean-spirited communication, where shadows are utilized as a tool for perpetuating dysfunction. Invest me wisely. Help me engage to exchange intimacies and ideas respectfully. Help me seek matches for my level of intensity and passion. Strengthen me to discern phase from fallacy and depth from delusion without judgment, and move on. So finding some moment in your fingers and your toes. Maybe moving your head from side to side. To your favorite side, maybe your left hand side for low blood pressure or your right hand side for high blood. And then pushing yourself up to a seated posture. Head comes up last. Maybe grab a block or a bolster. Warm to put on. Maybe you need a blanket as well. So we come into a few minutes of meditation here. So bringing the back of your hands onto your knees. Maybe coming to a mudra of your choice, or coming into the third eye mudra, where you interlace all your fingers. Point your index finger and bring your thumbs to meet one another, and placing it just onto your abdomen, resting your hands onto your thighs. Dropping your shoulders away from the ears, maybe your chin down to the chest, elongating your neck and bringing the crown of the head to the ceiling. Dirga Pranayama, which is a breathing practice, which is a 3-part breathing practice. As we take our breath all the way down to the base of the spine, expanding your belly, and then bringing the breath up to your lower chest, upper chest, and exhaling the breath out of the body. So taking a deep breath in, exhaling fully and completely. And then inhaling, taking that breath down to your lower belly, expanding your belly up to your lower chest, upper chest, clavicle, and letting that breath leave your body. Inhale once again, drawing that breath down to the base of the spine. Longer breath, longer inhalation. Exhaling, belly, chest. Inhale, chest, belly, lower spine. Exhale, belly, lower chest. Is breathing. Exhale. perspective of positive thoughts. And exhaling all those negative thoughts in your mind, letting them all go. Anything that does not serve you, just holding space in your mind, which is no use to you. Just let it all go. You don't need them. You need new thoughts, better thoughts. Thoughts that's going to help you succeed, support you mentally and physically. Then bringing your awareness into your third eye chakra. Imagining in your mind space that 1,000-petaled white lotus that sits 6 inches above your head. It's sending white liquid light down the central channel. That light flows all the way down to the base of your spine, meets 3 inches below your seat, which connects you to the grounded aspect of the earth. Where you imagine there is a red petal lotus sitting 3 inches below the earth. And as you exhale, you draw that red, bright light from below up the central channel to meet the white light. Allow that beautiful white and red light to mix and flow back down that central channel, meeting the colors of the red at the root chakra, the orange at the sacral, yellow at the manipura, the green at the anahata, the heart chakra, the blue at the vishuddha, the throat chakra, and the indigo at the third eye chakra, between your brows. And as you visualize the colors that mix, it starts clearing your energy in your central channel, clearing those knots of granthis, the Brahma, the Vishnu and the Shiva granthis, the knots in our body. Just releasing those knots as you feel that your entire body is now breathing. The doorways towards your third eye chakra is opening. The perspective, the intuition of the future is in your arm's reach. As you focus on the rhythm of the breath and the light that flows in and out of the body, you focus on the sound of Sham on the inhale and Sa on the exhale. Sham on the inhale and Sa on the exhale. And I'll let you move into a few minutes of silence here. And I'll sound the bell thrice at the end of your meditation. right ear to the right shoulder, left ear to the left shoulder. And then coming back to center. In your mind's eye, feeling your entire body is now breathing. Breathing in the light, the white light, and the indigo. The sound of Sham, the sound of Sa. Just feeling that white light and the 1,000-petal lotus dissolve into that central channel. And the red lotus below the ground dissolving into the body. Feeling the center of connection and groundedness and lightness in the mind and the body. And then bringing your hands in Anjali Mudra, thumbs touching your sternum. And then bringing your thumbs towards your third eye once again. And dropping your head behind. Bringing in that intuition, that perspective, that light. Keeping it right within your mind and body as you bring your hands to your heart space. As we close the practice with one round of Om. So breathing in, exhaling fully and completely. And breathing in for Om. Lokha samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. May the journey of our own lives positively contribute to the very same happiness and freedom to all. Thank you for sharing your energy in this practice with me this morning. Namaste. Thank you. And Ziggy had to close the practice with the bathroom.